I welcome you all for this course. The course is Human Computer Interaction. The subject code for this is CS8079. Myself Alok Kumar. I am Assistant Professor in Government College of Engineering, Dharmapuri. So here today we will see the second unit. The second unit is Design and Software Process. In second unit, firstly we will see the topic Interactive Design. So we will see what is design. So we can say a simple definition of design is achieving goals within constraints. This does not capture everything about design but helps to focus us on certain things. The first one is goals. So goals describe what is the purpose of the design, who is it for, why do they want it. For example, if we are designing a wireless personal movie player, we may think about young affluent users wanting to watch the latest movies while on the move and download free copies, and perhaps wanting to share the experience with a few friends. Now second one we will see, that is constraint. So constraint describes what material must we use, what standards must we adopt, how much can it cost, how much time do we have to develop it. Of course, we cannot always achieve all our goals within the constraint, so perhaps one of the most important things about design is the third one, that is trade-off. So what is trade-off? Choosing which goals or constraint can be relaxed so that the others can be met. Now here we will see what is the golden rule of design. So here the golden rule of design is to understand the materials used to design. In the case of a physical design, this thing is obvious. Suppose we are giving one example. Look at a chair with a steel frame and one with a wooden frame. Often the steel frames are tubular or thin L or H section steel. In contrast, wooden chairs have thicker solid legs. If you made a wooden chair using the design for a metal on it would break. If you made the metal one in the design for the wooden one, it would be too heavy to move. So for human computer interaction, the obvious materials are the human and the computer. For what? So to understand computers, we should know the limitations, capacities, tools and platforms. The second, to understand people, we should know the psychological, social aspects, human errors. Now next we will see what is the process of design. So here you can see, and this one is what is wanted, means this one here, what are the requirements, and this one is analysis and design, and this one is implement and deployment, means whatever implementation we are doing, after that what means we have to deploy. So here firstly we will see what is wanted. What is wanted means here what requirements we want. So here firstly we will see what is wanted, requirements. The first stage in establishing what exactly is needed. There are a number of techniques used for this in HCI, like we can use interviewing pupils, videotaping them, looking at the documents and objects that they work with, observing them directly also. So like that manner we can gather the requirements. The second one is analysis. So here this one is the results of observation and interview need to be ordered in some way to bring out key issues and communicate with later stages of design. The analysis can be used both to represent the situation as it is and also the desired situation. The third one is design. Means here we have to see it is a central stage when you move from what you want to how to do it. At this stage, the input from theoretical work is most helpful. including cognitive models, organizational issues, and understanding communication. The next stage is interaction and prototyping. So here humans are complex and we cannot expect to get design right first time. We therefore need to evaluate a design to see how well it is working and where there can be improvements. Most user interface design involves some form of prototyping, producing early versions of systems to try out with real users. The next stage in this process of design is implementation and deployment. Finally, we are satisfied with our design, then we need to create it and deploy it. This will involve writing code, perhaps making hardware, writing documentation and manuals. Thank you.